I want to teach you a little bit about immigration.
Okay.
There's multiple ways you can immigrate. There's swimming,
boat,
right? Running,
climbing. I had asked my best friend this question like 2 days ago.
When did you ask me that? Oh, 2 days ago you said that. Go ahead.
I don't know.
Non-citizen.
Non-citizen. Okay.
Yeah, I use politically correct terms because I'm not insensitive like you.
Okay. Oh, what am I?
Oh, you're insensitive.
Oh, I'm
you're
sensitive.
You're not politically correct.
Oh, I'm not.
You're on the spectrum of MAGA.
Oh, I'm on the spectrum of MAGA.
Yeah.
It's all right, George, because I love you and you're a great person. And what happens is when I receive hate, all I want to do is show love. What's wrong with forgiving student debt and making school free in this utopian society that I have in my head? Why don't we move towards there?
We should.
Yeah? But you don't care about education.
I care about my student loans getting forgiven. I'm about that.
It's like,
I told you.
What you benefit off of?
It ain't the big three, bro. It's just big me.
He wanted to make an impact on the world and not needing the reward or recognition of it.
That part I admire.
What's the other part you don't admire?
That he didn't do more in business.
What? George.
If this man was able to accumulate $8 billion
Yes.
based on his mindset, based on everything that you're telling me about this man, I think he could have gotten more. And in my brain,
Okay, hold on.
what do you
That I
think?
came across and I wanted to show you as to open up this podcast episode.
I'm ready for it.
I wanted to get your thoughts.
Is it going to be something that make me look better in front of everybody like they
Nope.
usually do?
This video is going to show us what our society will look like in the future.
Okay.
This cutting new technology is going to revolutionize the entire world.
Am I finally a robot?
No. Ready? This is what I found on the internet.
All right, here we go.
This is a bed from China that helps couples.
Oh my God.
that helps.
Wasn't China trying to stop that from happening? They pulled a 360 so fast.
Oh, if it's male, it's cool. Okay, I don't know if this is gonna make the edit. Well, I'm gonna blur that out also.
We're gonna have no
I'm
intro.
gonna blur that out. But it's a bed that you don't have to put any energy in, both partners.
Dude, they've gotten so lazy.
What are your thoughts? Would you?
That's insane that anyone would even consider buying one of those. What's the link?
Okay, I'll show it to you later.
Yeah, I need
Count us down, George.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Learn things that you want to learn.
Yeah, fun fact for you.
Hope you learned something like that. I hope you have. So,
I'm an idiot. If you have any questions, don't ask us.
welcome to the Idiots to Experts podcast. I'm your co-host, Justin.
And I'm your co-host, George.
And every week we try to cure our ignorance by learning as much as we can and sharing it with you guys, whether we're right or wrong.
And we're usually right. Anyway, going right into it, I do want to say something that I think is kind of encouraging.
Ooh,
We've been getting
positivity.
it's not all of it's positive.
Oh, I thought you said
Not-
encouragement.
It's encouraging to me,
Okay.
right? We've been getting more and more engagement.
Oh,
Some of it's hate.
okay.
For sure, some of it's
What's the
hate.
difference?
But some of it is just engagement.
Okay.
Like I got engaged 2 weeks ago.
Oh, nice.
But it's really cool to see engagement on the videos and see people are actually like watching this kind of stuff. And it's really cool. And I just want to say thank you to the people who are watching. Thank you for the people who are hating, because it's really fun to respond to all of you,
Shout out to all the comments. I appreciate
especially the haters.
I mean, I like conversation. So,
And we know how to keep the conversation going.
you know, the best ones is when George is like, someone's hating really bad and you're like, why? Why do you think that?
I love that. I love making people who are just or not even trolling. They just have nothing better to do than be angry on the internet.
Or they just come with a certain energy that's like, bro, chill.
It's like,
Chill, relax.
do you think I have like a thing against you? Like,
Who does that in real life? You don't come with this energy in real life with people.
and if you do, then more props to you for doing it on the internet.
What are you talking about this week?
So today I am talking about a topic that is very important to me. Something that I did back in 1997.
Oh, graduate college.
Birth. Oh. Damn, man. Why you gotta make me so much older? We're both making the same joke.
Yeah, 1997 birth?
Immigration, bro. I'm talking about immigration.
Oh, your American birth.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That's pretty cool.
Was there another birth that I have?
Your natural birth?
Oh, sorry. Slow moment. That's...
Anyways, I'm going to talk about someone I learned about recently.
Oh,
you ever heard of the name Charles Francis Feeney?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually have no idea who that is.
That's the best part. And I'm going to tell you why no one knows him later today.
Oh, well, I'm interested to see what this man has to offer.
Okay.
Before we get started, I tried looking up some news articles for myself to share today.
Okay.
Everything was about the election.
Which is fair.
I guess.
Which is fair.
But I don't want to talk about the election. The only thing that I want to say about the election is when this video comes out, the election will already have been done. Sure. And either way, we will have a new president that's in office. And either way, you're going to wake up and go to work the next day. So who you voted for, win or lose, your life is going to continue. Please be kind to your fellow man. Let's not do this whole I'm leaving the country charade. Charade, is that a word? No, it's not. No. Charade.
Charade. Charade.
Charade.
You know what I want to say about politics? Because I guess, this has been so widely shown to our face.
Right.
This election, even the last one. I think mainly because of Trump. We gotta admit that.
Sure. I mean, he's entertaining. He brings views, man. He brings clicks.
He definitely brings views, but because there's so much information that I had to read myself. You know, I had an epiphany, just a realization the other day.
That you're a MAGA?
No.
It's okay, dude.
I'm not going over to your side, George.
My side?
You can stay on that
side.
I'm staying in the middle where I belong.
Right.
No, I had the thought of people are saying like, oh, I'm going to leave. And, I'm going to do this and do that. And I thought to myself, this election and just these last 4 to 8 years just shows you how free we are as Americans.
Yeah. That you can just complain that much.
No, but look, a lot of people, we talk about government elections like that. Look, why do you think all these politicians are shelling out millions and millions and going on tours to appeal to you? Because us Americans have that freedom and power to elect our president. Name me another, there's other places, but like major other places are kind of like that.
I was gonna say, also check out some other countries' elections. They're...
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, you ever see that meme where it's like, don't be suspicious, don't be suspicious. I feel like half of these elections go, dude.
I just say, I thought it was kind of cool to step back and be like, yeah, this is the democracy where you can really feel a certain way, voice it. There's a whole movement on your side.
Yeah.
And we can feel this different way. And it could be continuing. This is going to be a repeat.
One of the things that I love, and then I generally do love this, is that you get the loudest voices are usually on the extremes, right? Like the loudest voices are like, we want the most change. So hence they're usually the loudest voices.
Yeah.
But I realize that there's so many people who are just like in the middle, who are like me, not so much like you where they're far right, but
who has the Elon Musk posters and the DJT posters in their room?
How do you see that? You were supposed to know about those.
Evidence in every video that we've done here on this podcast to show who's in the middle.
It's all hearsay. It's all you. It's literally all you calling me those things.
That's so funny.
But anyway, getting into some lighter news.
All right.
I am participating in and going to do No Shave November. There's also another version of that.
Why? Sorry.
I'm a big advocate for men's mental health. I've talked about it on the podcast multiple times.
Wait, No Shave November is mental health?
Yeah. Men's mental health specifically.
Why? I'm confused.
Wait, actually?
Yeah. What does not shaving do for my mental health?
So, I'm really glad you said that.
I look more bummy, and then therefore I get more hate. So then, no, I don't feel good about myself.
So the idea of men's mental health, of No Shave November, is to raise awareness for men's mental health. And the idea is, here's the part that people get wrong, right? People do it and they're like, yeah, I support men's mental health. The reason why it's called No Shave November is because you're just supposed to, all the money that you save on your grooming gear, you're supposed to use that money to donate towards causes for men's mental health. That's why No Shave November is.
You sure that's what that?
100%. I actually looked it up to make sure that was.
That's what it started. Why it started?
That's why it started. It was for men's mental health.
I know No Shave November as like a sports thing, especially baseball. This is when the postseason, like certain sports where they won't shave until I guess the end of their season or something like that.
I mean, baseball is over.
That's true. I forgot what it was, but like it's a sport thing.
There's no sports right now.
I don't know. No shave.
There's basketball. That's not a sport.
How much hair? So you can do No Shave November.
I'm gonna do No Shave November.
Okay, and then you're gonna shave it off and donate it.
Well, who did I donate to?
That's what you just.
Who wants this? No, it's the money that you.
Said that.
I said the money that you don't spend on grooming facial hair. So the razors, the
How
blah blah
much
blah.
money are people spending? What am I doing with that 45
Amen.
cents?
Amen. You know who would be able to donate the most during No Shave November
What? Who?
if they participated?
Who?
Women. They'd be able to donate the most amount of money.
Okay, that's a very interesting though. I just felt like, how much money could I really save not shaving in November to donate?
I don't know if you know this, but there's another version of No Shave November, more along the lines of No Corn November.
Oh,
right?
It's the saddest month for squirrels.
Yeah. Those squirrels can't find. We know what? Wait, this is so off topic.
No squirrel food November. I've heard of that.
This month is not the month for a squirrel. Have you not heard about the TikTok squirrel? This is so sad.
Squirrel?
A squirrel might win the election for Trump.
What did the squirrel do?
So the TikTok squirrel that a guy saved,
Okay.
he created a TikTok page for the squirrel. This squirrel has over 1 million followers. And this is really sad. But the squirrel was then taken by New York officials for supposed like animal endangerment or whatever, which was not.
Is it because the squirrel was on social media talking about pushing for Trump?
No.
It's like MAGA.
It's got a little hat.
That squirrel.
Poor squirrel. Anyway, poor squirrel got
10 years in jail. What are they?
Sort of forever in jail, underground.
Jail, underground jail.
Underground jail forever.
Okay.
And then Trump made a post about the squirrel, basically saying how it's a shame that New York officials have nothing better to do than to harm squirrels, and it gained tons of traction. And
okay, me being the skeptic. Okay. What was the squirrel doing? You know what I mean? We don't know if the squirrel was innocent.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
You know what's kind of messed up that you said that?
Why?
That's kind of messed up.
Why?
It was a black squirrel.
Oh, that's messed up.
And
I didn't know anything about this.
That's messed up, dude.
I thought it was brown, which is the most dangerous. I did not say. Not that he said it was black. He was probably chilling.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying.
Okay.
Officials just had no reason.
America.
And in New York too?
Hey, well, you can't make any statements like that.
I'm not making any political statements. I'm just stating the facts.
Okay, you're stating the facts. Okay, well, RIP to the squirrel.
Yeah, so anyway, going back to the No Corn November thing.
Oh, right. No squirrel.
That's how we got to the squirrels.
No squirrel food November.
No squirrel food in November.
Yeah.
I feel like that would get more money towards men's mental health if people saved the money that they were spending on squirrel food.
About you, George, but
I'm not saying me.
In my experience, a lot of squirrel food's free. Like,
you just go outside and find it. You don't gotta go very far.
But I guess, yes, because a lot of corn, people do spend a lot of money on it. That industry is. So if they were to save, if no one spent money in the month of November on corn, how much do you think the world could save?
I mean, we did a podcast about this where it was an obscene amount of money that's spent per year.
Give me a number.
It's got to be in millions.
I think billions.
Billions for
a month?
For a month? Oh, you know what?
The whole world?
At least one bill.
One bill?
At least one bill.
That's crazy.
Imagine.
That's it. Oh my gosh.
Imagine
tax it.
how many like lives you could save.
Why don't we tax it?
They already do.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
More tax.
Yikes, dude.
I don't know.
This is,
I don't run the world.
yeah.
Don't put me in any political position.
I'm not voting for
I
you.
had the dumbest idea.
I'm not writing your name in.
Okay, cool.
And then the last thing that, in terms of news, I want to talk about is more video game related, just because I'm streaming more and playing more games.
Oh, plug. Go ahead. Sell your soul.
Follow me on Quack Attack 720. I stream every Wednesday and Thursday from 6 to 8.
Okay. Right here is where I'll not put his.
Aw, you're trash, dude. I got my hopes up. I was like, oh, he's doing editing for me? This is crazy.
Hey, link down below. Don't worry.
Let's go. But I've been playing a bunch of new games, and I gotta plug Call of Duty. This new Call of Duty is hands down probably the best modern Call of Duty since the jetpacks. Like, I was a big fan of the jetpacks. Ever since then, it's been kind of like downhill.
How much was it?
I didn't pay any money. I'm saving for a wedding. How
much was it?
And I will not have proof.
To have a video proof.
I will not have any proof that I spent.
What was it? You said you bought the expansion pack. You know, the deluxe package. That's like, what was it? 200? What was it again?
That game is free to play.
The one with the gold skins, and then
it's not free to play, by the way.
Because you wanted to dress your character up.
Justin, I think you're playing a different game. If you participate in No Squirrel Food in November, you might be able to save a lot of lives, Doc.
Yeah, I heard a lot of good things about that game.
Yeah,
but it's too expensive for me because I'm trying to save money because I know my wife probably doesn't watch this.
Who probably doesn't watch
Saving
this.
for us, and I love you. Unlike some other people who don't save for their partner.
I'm also love you, and I bought this game for my mental
I'm
health.
not talking about you, George. What do you mean? I'm not talking about you. What are you talking to?
Dude, the gaslighting on this
I'm
episode.
talking about other people.
The gaslighting in this episode is going to be crazy.
People understand my intention, and they know how good-hearted I am. So how can they believe that I had malintent?
I can't say the word I want to say.
Speechless?
No.
Because you idolize me. I just realized that's why you're so speechless. You're so in awe of me. You're like, wait, Jess, I'm so sorry. I made that assumption. Why would I think of you in any other way?
I'm excited for you to have to do more work to bleep this out.
What?
Thank you.
Anyway.
And the last piece of news in video games is Pokemon trading card game came out on PC and on the mobile app, and that's all I've been playing for like hours. So anyway,
really?
Hours. So my bad for like not doing my part of the podcast.
Yeah, we all know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. So what about your
going into my topic?
American birth.
My American birth. I came to the States in 1997.
Okay.
I was 6 years old. I had the eyes of a young lad. I don't know why I was Scottish. I didn't come from Scotland.
Your native accent. Who are you?
Oh, bad thoughts. Intrusive thoughts.
6-year-old what?
Egyptian lad.
That's how your people talk.
And one of the coolest memories that I have, and I still remember it to this day, is when my mom got sworn in to be a U.S. citizen. I was at...
Just thought of the dumbest joke.
Go for it.
You want to go for it?
Go for it.
You're like...
It's not like this podcast.
Hey, this is dumb, okay? This is dumb again. Sorry, but I have to get it out or it's going to bother me. You're like, hey, when my mom got sworn in, and I thought of someone like someone in the government goes up to your mouth. You're a f***ing U.S. citizen. So yeah, that's the process.
This is America. This is what you have to get used to. People coming up and yelling in your face.
You don't get that, Chuck. It's okay. We'll move forward.
Oh, I guess not.
Yeah,
moving on. It was the judge. He yelled at her. She got sworn in. And it was a cool experience. It was just like you're in the courthouse and a judge makes you a U.S. citizen. And he just like sprinkles the magic dust and boom, you're a U.S. citizen.
Oh, you get magic dust?
Yeah, you get magic dust.
Okay. I didn't go through that. I missed that part.
Is there like a misinformation banner that we can have?
We should start
doing that. Because people don't know when we troll. As I could tell from the hate comments, people don't know when we troll.
You think people will take magic dust For real?
Dude, some people on the internet, yeah.
Okay, interesting. All right. Well,
Anyway,
keep watching. We support you.
It started my immigration journey and learning about immigration and the process of being in America. And earlier we talked about how lucky we are to live in a country such as this.
True.
So I don't want to be this gassing it up the entire time, but it's pretty great. And I wanted to teach you a little bit about immigration.
Okay.
There's multiple ways you can immigrate.
Uh-huh.
There's swimming,
boat,
right? Running,
climbing, digging.
That's so bad. Holy moly. We're getting canceled.
That's funny.
You're getting me. Oh my God.
I'm making all the comments.
I get it. I'm just giving information.
Yeah, George is just giving information.
That was nutty, bro. Where's the squirrel?
What are the other ways you can immigrate to America?
So there's 3 major ways. For just about everything, you need some kind of sponsor. Someone to say, hey, I'm going to take responsibility for you when you come to the United States. Because it's not easy.
Remember?
So that's one of the ways.
Okay, because what if you don't know anyone in the United States? You get appointed one?
That'd be so funny if that was the thing. You have a list of people who are just like...
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, adopt a kid or whatever. Just like, I'll sponsor you while you come.
Adopt an immigrant?
Yeah.
Okay.
The other way is employment.
Okay.
The employer will sponsor you, saying that, hey, this person has a unique...
Wait, how can you get the job if you don't live in America yet, though?
I'll get into it.
Okay.
But the employer essentially says, hey, I'll dibs on that guy.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
And then the last way is asylum.
Okay.
So I'll quickly cover like the first 2 because they're kind of the least interesting.
Okay.
I mean, it's you file some paper.
No, we were ranking interesting when people's lives are on the line, George. But okay,
definitely
what's the boring way to get to America?
You basically used to say, hey, cousin, fill out some paperwork for me and pay lots and lots of money.
How much?
It depends. Usually it's a few $1,000s from beginning to end. And that's without an attorney.
Oof, okay.
So you pay a few $1,000s.
Does a few thousand guarantee you that it's going to happen?
It guarantees you it'll happen. It doesn't guarantee you when it'll happen.
Okay.
So, for example, you can file for your brother in, let's say he still lives in the Philippines.
Okay.
You file for him. The United States has this rule where no more than 7% of green cards can go towards one specific country.
Oh, wait. There can't be, of all the green card applications, not more than 7% could be coming from one country. Well, dang.
Which creates...
Every year?
Yeah.
It resets every year.
It resets every year.
Okay, I was going to say.
Which causes a huge backlog for countries that are major and have large, like huge immigrant populations in the United States.
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
Yeah. So like people from India, they're still processing green cards for people who filed in, I believe it's 2013 right now or 2014.
Eesh.
So they're 10 years behind on approving green cards for people from then.
Yeah, but the backlog isn't because they've always consistently reached above that 7%.
Yeah.
It's mainly because of that.
Yeah. Because there's so many people and they can only allocate 7% of green cards to that country. There's just significantly more people. And then they actually rank you based on your importance.
In the 7%.
No, just like in terms of like when you can get priority to come.
Wait.
They rank you.
Okay. So it's not first come, first serve.
No.
It's not.
No.
It's whoever we see the applications for the year.
And it's both. It's when you filed and what's your priority level. So like, for example, if you were filing for your mom and dad, that's a higher priority than filing for your brother. Your brother's like the least important person. Like that person's, they got a while before they get
loser.
Same thing with employers. So another way to come to the United States is not give you green card status. And this is very important, right? So green card holders have certain rights in the United States and they can stay here for as long as possible. They can travel in and out with no issues, right? People can come on and a large number of people come on visas. So they'll come on
work visas.
And there's actually tons of different kinds of visas. You can have a work visa, which is one of the most popular ones. The most popular one is a visitor visa, like you said.
Okay.
But they also have visas for like the most obscure, like they have what's it called? A visa for professional athletes.
Okay.
So like if you're a professional athlete and you're coming to the United States because you're playing, some kind of sport or whatever.
Pick a ball and get a...
Yeah, no, actually.
Okay.
If you're an Australian pickleballer and you're like, I'm going to join the American League. I don't know why Australians sound like this.
It's not like that. So why should people just pick any sport and then claim...
Crikey. Well, you got to be good enough to get into, like, you have to have someone file, right? So like if you're going to join the MLB, right?
Yeah.
You have to have, which is actually one of the more popular ones because people apply from the Dominican and other places where have a very good baseball scene.
Yeah.
And they'll come to the United States that way on the visa. And then through the visa, they then file for permanent status and all that stuff.
Okay. So it's a good guarantee that you will get U.S. citizen status through that type of visa?
Eventually, right? But it's better for me to just say, I can wait here while I wait to get my green card.
Oh, wait, I got another question.
Yeah.
Because getting athletes produces us money. Do they skyrocket into the prioritize of like, we need to, this is the part of the 7% of the Dominican Republic. Bam, at the top.
So people who get green card status, that's the ones that have wait lists. That's the one that, you have to wait forever. Who knows when you'll get it, that kind of thing. If you're filing for a visa, there's a much higher number of visas that the United States hands out. So you can come.
Oh, they don't got a 7%.
There's no stipulation on who.
Right.
You just got to qualify.
Come on, just get a visa.
Oh, buddy, let me tell you. You go to certain countries, it is impossible.
I got two in my wallet.
I'm more of a MasterCard kind of guy. So that's the major way to, the two most boring ways to come.
The boring ways.
Boring way.
All right, what's the cool, amazing, super interesting, fun way?
Yeesh. Okay, I don't like the way you make it.
That's how you're posing it.
I'm just saying one's more boring than the other one's filled with danger and like risk, and it's very scary.
And not interesting. But what's the one that's super cool?
You're screwing me so hard right now, man. I don't know why you gotta do this to me. Why can't you just let me build the suspense here, bro? Why can't you make me feel like I'm gonna? I don't think you build suspense. You make me feel like I'm. Anyway, getting into it. Asylum. That's the other way.
Super cool one. Yeesh, George. That's not sympathetic of you, bro.
Not cool. That's boring.
You need to be more empathetic.
You're not listening. Welcome to the Not Listening podcast.
I wouldn't say that's fun at all. That's a very serious subject that I would not make jokes about. So go ahead, George. Do your entertaining about something that's so serious in this country.
But you already made jokes, so I already look good in this podcast. I don't care. Factually speaking.
Okay.
Someone to make this journey to leave their country, leave their home, leave whatever, and come to the United States and across a border that is trickled with a lot of danger. I can't say what causes the danger, but there is danger, right? You can assume. Maybe do your own research.
Yeah.
Perhaps the weather. It's really hot. It's a desert that you got to cross.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps there's people in the desert.
Okay.
With machetes.
Yes.
And it blows my mind how many people are willing to take that risk to come to the United States.
Yeah.
Now, what people got to understand is I'm not advocating one way or another. I truly am not, mostly because I don't know what the right thing to do here. This is not political. This is just to tell you how the process works.
Okay. Real quick question before you go into your process. I had asked my best friend this question like 2 days ago.
When did you ask me that? Oh, 2 days ago you said that. Go ahead.
No. The real one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Let's not get it twisted. Relax. You can't self-appoint yourself to a title you will never achieve.
I tried. I really tried.
Okay, I asked my best friend.
I've been working hard on this podcast. Trying to get my status.
Oh, no.
I want to get employment.
I would ask this. And this is not to make this not. It's jokey, but still, I am curious, right? If someone gets in office, right? Could the United Sorry, I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Nervous laughter, I'm sorry. Could a U.S. citizen leave this country to seek asylum somewhere else because they feel like they'll be in danger?
So that will depend on whatever country they want to go to. So, like, for example, let's say they want to go to Canada and be like, I'm seeking asylum.
Yeah.
It's possible, I guess, but like, you really got to question, like, you got to know what asylum is. You got to, like, is someone persecuting you, or are you just a little baby and being like, wait, I don't like who won. I have to leave.
I guess it depends on what state you're living in.
Because, like, the thing that you got to keep in mind, let's say they go to Canada, right? And you go, I don't like the political party that won. I think they're going to make my life super dangerous. I want to live in Canada now.
Yeah.
Canadian government is going to be like,
The what?
Canadian government's going to be like, you want some maple syrup? Dude, what are these accents?
Don't know. You know what's so crazy? I thought you were so good last week with that.
I know.
This week,
I'm
you're
off.
just as amazing.
I keep hitting the right notes.
Yeah, No, I just thought it was interesting that if in any history someone has left the United States.
Oh, yeah. I can tell you that. There's one. There's one really famous one.
What? Really?
Really famous
What was happening in the United States for them to leave?
It's not that something happened in the United States. It's something that they did that caused them to leave the United States,
Oh,
which
that's their
is
fault, though, I guess.
technically, I mean, yeah. You've heard of, I forget his first name.
Trying to avoid jail, basically?
Yeah.
He's seeking asylum.
It is if you think that you did the right thing and the government is out to get
that's
you.
your other hero.
Yeah, I don't know.
You should, the guy
Yeah, the guy I don't know the first name of. Yeah.
No, the guy that seeked asylum in, what was it?
Go ahead. If you guess it right, I'll tell you who it is.
No, that's your hero. You said that you base every
All my decisions. Yep.
based on this guy.
Yep. And he sought asylum in what country?
Romania? I think it was Romania.
You got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, that's the guy?
Yep.
He seeked asylum in
That's the
Romania.
one.
Okay.
Wrong. I have you on record saying it's Romania. That means you're a liar.
That's the guy, right? Andrew, what's his name?
Oh. The top G. Edward Snowden. That's his name.
Oh, he seeked asylum.
He took asylum in Russia.
Oh, that's fair.
In Russia.
I could see that.
He was like, broke some laws, kind of gotta hide here for a bit. Is that cool with y'all? And they're like, no, but you're kind of here, so
I guess.
yeah.
Oh, is that how that works?
They don't like you, we don't like them, so we'll keep you.
Oh, is that how seeking asylum in other countries work?
Kind of, to be honest. There's a lot of
near United States.
there's a lot of things that are happening that are really interesting. But that's
I don't want to get hacked, so let's continue.
yeah. So the process is really interesting. It depends on how you cross the border. So one of the most important things about just in general in the United States is having something called status.
What does that mean?
So when you enter on a B2 visa, right? The United States is giving you that visa.
Simon?
Huh? Oh, damn it, dude. Your jokes are so bad today. Like, you're pulling a George so hard.
You know what? Okay, next bad joke. Just don't even pay attention to me. Just don't even look my way.
God.
Don't acknowledge it.
I'm just going to do a podcast with just me talking the entire time.
Talking.
All right. So essentially, what ends up happening is if you come into the United States on a B2 visa, you're saying, hey, I'm only coming to visit. I'm going to be here 6 months. Cool. They stamp your passport and they say that you can be here for 6 months. You were inspected. You spoke to a government official.
Okay.
They stamped your passport. You are in. You have status.
Your status is your B2.
Your status is you're on B2.
Okay.
If you came in on a different kind of visa, that would be your status. You're on this kind of status.
Okay, so status is in relation to why you're in the United States.
Yes.
My status would be U.S. citizen.
Yes.
Okay, I'm with you.
You have U.S.
I'm with
citizen
you.
status. All right.
Okay.
Now, if you cross the border and you don't talk to anybody, you just kind of like, this seems like a nice trail. Right? And you're like,
Hey, there's a hole in this wall.
wow,
Let's go.
how did this happen?
Over there.
This is really cool. Well, guess I'll go get a job. Like, I don't know,
Okay.
right? Like,
That didn't pan out as funny as I thought.
yeah, me either.
So their status would be
None. They have no status. Non-citizen.
non-citizen. Okay.
Yeah, I use politically correct terms because I'm not insensitive like you.
Okay. Oh, what am I?
You're insensitive.
Oh, I'm
you're
insensitive.
You're not politically correct.
Oh, I'm not.
You're on the spectrum of MAGA.
Oh, I'm on the spectrum of MAGA.
Yeah.
It's all right, George, because I love you and you're a great person. And what happens is when I receive hate, all I want to do is show love because that's the person I am. So, George, you're amazing.
I know. So anyway, moving on. After someone comes in with no status, they have two things. Oh no. That was suspicious, guys. This man doesn't love me.
Amazing, bro. Everything I said.
Are you lying to me?
I would never lie to you, George.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm your best friend. Anyway, so you come in with no status. So a lot of people will enter in on a B2 visa.
Okay.
And then they'll apply for asylum.
Okay.
They have a lot more options in our immigration system than somebody who entered the United States without getting status, without getting inspected at a port of entry. So just going through that port of entry makes a huge difference in your life.
Okay.
Now, you got two routes you can go. You either turn yourself in. Once you cross and you don't have, like, you didn't go through a port of entry or anything.
Oh, you're talking about in this situation.
Yeah.
Okay.
Once you're in, and if you don't have, and you turn yourself in,
Or
and
turn yourself around.
or turn yourself around, I guess,
Go back.
or more likely just keep moving forward. You know, keep on chugging on.
Is that your stance?
Huh?
If you made through, just keep going forward.
I am not
That's
blinking.
George's stance on going through entries of walls that may be close to our border.
I'm quitting the podcast right now. It's not my stance. I will never be my stance. I am.
You said, "Or keep going forward." Do I need to bleep that out?
As I've stated, I have no stance.
Okay, well, I have a question.
I might get a wheelchair by how no stance I have, dog.
That was not bad. That
was pretty good.
That was my joke.
That was pretty, I don't know. That was pretty good.
Okay, we have a question. So I've always heard that our immigration problem isn't that so many people want to cross over. It's the fact that so many people are seeking asylum. It's not just random people trying to come over. And the only reason why we have a problem is because you don't have enough manpower to process those seeking asylum.
There's just so many steps in the process, and there's not enough people to do the job.
So, question, those who are going into those immigration jobs are lawyers.
No, not all of
No,
them.
anybody.
Anybody can do it.
Anybody can do it. So, what's
Or anyone can apply. Let me say that.
anyone that can apply it? The only reason we don't have enough workers in that area is because that area is too much work.
It's so much work. We've already kind of been in this, let's put things off and have Congress or a president or someone make some kind of decision to change things.
Okay.
So we're just waiting on someone to do something.
Okay. So,
Right. And budgeting, like to
yeah,
pay.
budgeting. So, if you were to pay more people, the jobs are there, just no one's
Oh yeah.
taking those jobs. But if you were to raise the funding of that system, a lot more people would be doing that job.
The work is there. Do we have funding to hire that many people? No.
Okay, so how much do you think a salary of those people should be?
Of the people processing asylum cases?
What's it now, and what do you think it needs to be for how much work?
That's all public knowledge. So they can range anywhere from, I think the range goes from $50,000 to $100 and some $1,000.
Okay, so what do you think it should be?
What thing it should be?
Yeah.
A lot. I think they're doing the crucial work
So how
of
much do you think? 200?
300.
300.
Pay me everything, bro.
So, realistically, that's so much to increase your pockets. But realistically, what do you think the amount of work that you guys face? They face, and to like persuade people to, hey, these jobs are well paying. Come do these jobs.
The issue isn't getting
50,000 is crazy.
Let me be like, the issue isn't getting people to do the job. The job exists. There's plenty of people who are willing to do the job. The hard part is getting funding for agencies to fill those job positions. right? So USCIS has a budget,
Okay.
right? They can't start hiring 1 million employees if they can't pay 1 million employees.
Oh, yes.
So just like USCIS is one of the few government agencies that actually self-funds.
Oh, okay.
So when you apply for your brother to come from the Philippines, or when you
to mom and dad.
let's do your mom and dad, you love them, about your brother.
I was just kidding.
He's not. Trust me. I've had this podcast for years. He doesn't. You pay USCIS.
Okay.
When these companies are sponsoring people and paying for their visas, they're paying USCIS.
Interesting.
So USCIS is one of these agencies that is actually collecting money from the public sector for a service.
Right, because they're not charging people who are seeking asylum.
Right. They can't charge people who are seeking asylum.
Right.
So they collect essentially from people who can.
Okay.
And additionally, they do get some funding through the budget. We've talked about this in terms of a government shutdown and things like that. So they get some funding from the government that way. But at the end of the day, you have a budget.
You're saying, wait, we should double the budget?
I don't know if that fixes it. When I tell you that we have well over a few million cases in the backlog, like how, and USCIS is fighting to try to work through as many of those cases as possible. So you can hire more people, but how long does it take to process a few million cases? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely helps chip at it, though. If
I agree.
The budget and you double your workforce.
I agree.
You get it done quicker.
I full-heartedly agree.
So what happens is the funding will increase. Your salary doesn't increase. It's just that's
pay George Moore again. On that note.
Anyways, my subject today is Charles Francis Feeney.
I know a Mr. Feeney.
You know Mr. Feeney?
I know Mr. Feeney.
What does he do?
He was a great mentor to the kids from Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
He helped them throughout their life, and for some reason just seemed to progress into all their grades, even though he was like a middle school teacher.
Yeah.
Became a high school teacher. Like, I don't know, man. It was impressive.
Oh, I thought you were going to say like it was kind of creepy.
Whoa.
Nah, he's a cool guy. Anyways, Charles Francis Feeney, born April 23rd, 1931 in New Jersey. I'm going to tell you 2 facts about him. First fact, he amassed $8 billion in his life.
Sick.
Yeah?
Jealous.
Super jealous. Second fact.
Give me one.
Second fact. Here's what people described him. Or here's what you need to know about him. Personal facts. Didn't own a car. Didn't own a house. Only flew coach. Always wore a $10 watch. And for the last, I think it was like decade, a little bit more over the decade of his life, he lived in a rented 2-bedroom apartment in San Francisco.
Hold on. I actually read about this person.
Yeah?
Can I say his job?
Sure.
He's a janitor.
No. Well, you thought this was the pursuit of happiness?
The dude I read about that was like a janitor that like saved all his money. And I realized that 8 billion is a lot more than 8 million. And I was like, that's where I went wrong.
What movie are you watching?
The book, bro. I read.
Yeah, okay. Okay. So those 2 facts about him. So no, he's not a janitor, but he has the title of the world's most secretive billionaire. And that's what I'm going to talk about today.
Ooh. Oh.
So let's talk about it. How did he even become a billionaire?
How do you be a billionaire and keep it a secret?
Ooh, I'll tell you. Here's a youth, right? As a youth, as the British say.
Dang youths.
He graduated high school in 1949 at a Catholic school.
Where is this?
New Jersey.
Okay.
And he credits this Catholic school as a big motto of his life.
Okay.
Right? I'll tell you later why and what happened to his $8 billion. But just remember, he tributes this Catholic school of why he did what he did with his $8 billion. Okay? A little bit later, he graduates Cornell University.
Cornell.
Just know, those are 2 like education-wise, right? And the reason why he amassed $8 billion, you ever heard of duty-free shopping?
Duty.
You know what duty free means? If you buy stuff.
You're probably wearing a diaper if it's duty free.
Nah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Duty free means no tax.
Okay.
So if you go maybe Europe or anywhere and you buy stuff, if it says duty free on it, I mean there's no tax on it. You don't pay taxes on it.
How do you not pay taxes on something?
You know what? I tried to Google more stuff. I just couldn't really understand it. But
So you're telling me this guy just committed tax fraud this entire time, and this is how he become?
No.
Isn't this what you want me to become?
No. Because in Italy, when I went to go to Italy with my wife, when we bought like some expensive stuff, there were no taxes on it, so it's possible. But anyway, so the reason why
I support a U.S. economy, Justin. I buy things from this country, trying to support the local men and women who work day and night.
Yeah, we see how you voted this election just from that statement. So, anyways, duty free shopping. He basically saw the American soldiers overseas in Japan, and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna sell them American liquor. I'm gonna sell them liquor because that's what they want. Not only was it duty free, tax free, that the Japanese people were like, wait, we don't have that American liquor either. It was like a double bonus.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go shop there too, and it was much cheaper than what it was in Japan.
So he's okay. So far, all I know about this man is that he's selling alcohol to soldiers who are probably under the age of 21 because they're soldiers.
Oh, hey, it's a store. He's not selling it like in a jacket. He's like, hey, here, bro.
Hey,
I
got what you're looking for.
right here. No, he created a store.
Double barrel oak.
No, a legit store. It's all legal.
But in other countries.
He was started in other countries because duty free wasn't a new thing, but he saw the international traveling wise. He saw that if I can implement that overseas and international in the airports, it'd make me a lot of money.
Okay.
Or it'd be very successful. So, found great success. He had, I think, 2 partners. In the first year or two, the company was making $300 million a year. Based off not just liquor, because he started doing duty free, like just goods. It could be cigarettes,
Sure.
It could be anything. It just started as liquor. Now he amassed all this money. He's just chilling, right? Now he has a perspective change. Though.
Yeah, he's making money off the backs of U.S. Army forces that are kids and overseas and away from their families and
Do you
having a hard time.
Problem with making money off of people who are in the military and possibly underage? Look at your iPhone.
What about it?
Anyways, I was
waiting for you to say it. I wanted you to say it.
No. 1982. He has this not epiphany. He realizes like, hey, I have so much money. What am I going to do with it? The first thing that happens to him is he has children. I think he has a son.
Good start.
No, he has children. He had children before 1982.
No, he's broke.
There goes all his
money.
And he looks at his children and he's like, what is my children gonna go after if they already have everything? That's the first kind of thought that kind of changes him.
Must be a nice damn problem to have, but keep going.
That documentary, and they interviewed his children. So they're so thankful because he, not forced, but he put his children in sports teams and made them work jobs. And he said the reason wasn't to teach them the value of $1. The reason was because he wanted to curate a life where they can find passion and go through struggle, and then to find goals and go after them.
No. It's a great train of thought. It's a dad who's trying to take care of his kids, right?
Yeah.
And I want your genuine opinion. Look, I'm not trolling, I'm not making jokes here, but do you feel like you can have a true joy, or like that they can really go out there and go through these struggles when you know that you have, I don't know if they knew this or not, that they have the ultimate safety net? Oh, they didn't know that he was a billionaire.
Mm-hmm.
Sick. Okay.
Never owned a house, like didn't have crazy lifestyle.
Okay.
Again, remember his like.
No, I get that he's low key, but I don't know if his family is like also. Like I can't imagine hiding billions from my family, bro. I'm gonna be like, you get a boat.
But do you feel bad if you did have those billions of dollars, knowing you can provide that for your family, but aren't?
Buddy, my plan is to have billions of dollars.
How are you doing that?
This
Your
podcast.
feet pics are not going that crazy.
They're pretty nice.
I don't know, bro.
Check out the link.
Hey, this one I actually right here, Justin.
Yo, I'll start it just for this. No, but if I ever get that kind of money,
Yeah.
my kids ain't seeing it.
Oh, so you do agree with him?
No, I do, but I'm making this isn't again. My kids don't have no safety net. They will not have like they got to figure it out.
Zeros. You have billions of dollars, George. Zero safety net.
Do you have a business proposition for me as my kid? Come with me with a business plan.
Oh,
I'll invest in your business.
Transactional relationship.
I'll invest in your business if you show me something that works.
That's crazy. I hardcore disagree with that.
That's fair.
Because, well, this is what I want.
I get it. You want to raise soft kids. It's fine.
Oh, you think my kids are going to be soft? You know what's so problem? You're the problem with America. And this is why toxic masculinity is so high in America. Because you think soft is being weak.
What's
not.
What's toxic femininity?
What's toxic?
Toxic.
What's toxic femininity?
Yeah, since you...
Why do you want to push it over to the women?
No, I'm just asking a question.
That's a problem. Another problem in America, bro. You always try to turn it around on the women when they did nothing wrong, George.
No, the problem is you saying I'm turning it around when every 5 seconds you're turning anything I say against it.
No, I wanted to ask you. Okay, so he had all this money, but didn't really change his lifestyle. Didn't change his living situations. He just provided for his family the basic needs, and he made him enjoying things and work jobs because he said the most important things is having goals and passions, and I want that for my children. How do you think that's possible? Because I have two things that I thought of. I think it's hard to push that onto your children to make sure they have
Goals and passions.
I wonder how you would do that specifically. And then my other question is, I know that there's a lot of adults older who maybe the parents didn't instill that with them and maybe have a hard time trying to figure out a goal or a passion, even when we're our age. How do you even find that when you're older?
I mean, I'll start. It's hard for me to think about the kids element of it because I don't have kids, and you just propose this question on me right now, so I don't have a thought for that.
No, but you can have like a.
I'll develop one.
No, you can have a hypothetical, even though you don't have kids.
I mean, I will. I'm just saying I need time to think about that.
Okay.
But I do have something for anybody who's our age, older, younger, whatever, and they weren't raised in that mindset. They don't have like a goal or a passion. They feel like they're just living a day-to-day life.
Oh.
And it's really not, oh, this sounds weird, but it's not like a sexy answer or anything like that, but just do something, right? Like so many people say, I don't have a passion. I don't have a purpose in what I do, but then do something. And I promise you that if you're doing something and you realize, hey, I don't like this, I want to do this instead the next day. Great. You just improved something. And over time, if you do that long enough, you'll be living a life at least with purpose. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we talk about this for the podcast, small changes every single day lead to purpose. It's not about just achieving a goal or whatever. Again, cheesy, not sexy, but it's about the journey.
Yeah.
It's about how you get there.
I think people have a problem with one, trying something is uncomfortable. So you have to get over that. And then two, having the patience to continue to try so many different things to find your passion. I guess people, I don't know, I'm the younger generation, not to like, all right, Gen Zs, sorry. But expect like, all right, I want to find my passion. So let me, let me pick up this instrument. This is going to be it. I love music. And it doesn't give you any benefits reward. And I'm like, all right, this is not it. So like having that passion or perseverance to continue trying things to find a passion, I think doesn't happen a lot.
You're saying that people confuse the dopamine hit with passion, like the initial reaction of like, oh, I really enjoy this thing.
I don't know about dopamine, but either they're looking for validation or some type of benefit that this is going to bring me success or bring me something. And that has to be my passion.
All right. I'm going to give you, have you read the book, The Alchemist?
Oh,
I think it does actually.
Yes, I have.
I think that book is a pretty good depiction of what we're talking about, in the sense that this man who, I don't want to ruin, if you haven't read the book, I would say read the book. It's honestly, it's a way of getting a message across through a novel instead of just like reading a self-help book. And I think it talks about this. It's the journey of where we think we're going and how we don't always have a clear image of where we want, but we keep moving forward. I don't know if that's the same, because I feel like what you're talking about is people who, you know, pick up a hobby, pick up a thing, and they say, this is for me. And they get so tunnel visioned, or they don't feel the same joy that they once did. And they say, because I don't have that feeling anymore, I need to find something else.
Yeah, I guess not seeing the clear image.
Yeah.
When a lot of the times when you have perseverance, sometimes there are just muddy times.
Right.
Where you don't see the end or you don't see the reward, but you have to continue doing it and stick to it. It's kind of like a relationship, you know what I mean?
What?
Right, George? That's what you said. Remember when you said to me earlier, kind of relationship, because it gets all clear. You don't know if you love the person or not, but you continue doing what you need to. That's what you said to me. Anyways, Charles Francis Feeney, and 2 years later.
Yo, do we need to talk off camera?
Anyways, and he has that thought in 1982, right? So then 2 years later, here's what he does. He starts the Atlantic Philanthropies. And he takes all his stake in duty-free shopping, all his worth, and he puts it into the Atlantic Philanthropies. And in 1984...
Peas and steak. That's all I heard.
1984, he draws up contracts and he has a plan. So from 1984 to 2020, he says, all my stakes, all the money that I have, I just put in.
I hope they're Wagyu.
And future money will all be donated by 2020.
Sick.
And all I will retain over these next
few years or whatever
is $2 million.
Cool.
And that's how I'm going to live my life.
Dude's nuts. This is the first time you're telling me about this man.
Yeah.
I don't like him. I don't like him.
So over the course of his life, $8 billion is donated. You don't like this guy?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
Something about, I don't know, because I'm a different kind of person.
You hate people.
Yeah.
You hate donating. You hate helping people in charities.
No. Just focus on the important part. Me. I'm selfish. I have billions of dollars. I'm spending it. See, here's the difference. You think I want to hurt other people. That's not true. I just want to help myself.
That's why you hate this man?
It's such a strange concept to me. Real talk. This is like a joke aside.
That was all real talk. So continue your real talk.
Real talk. It blows my mind. I don't know if it's necessarily a not liking him thing as much as I think it's almost wasted that you have billions of dollars that I wonder if he could have done more. Like for me, I feel like
what is happening?
I feel like hold on.
Donates literally all his money, and you're like, you could have done more.
When you get to that level, of I have billions of dollars, right?
Yeah.
You're financially set for the rest of your life, right? You don't need anything. You literally don't need anything.
Yeah.
At this point, life is a game to you, and the game is numbers.
No, I disagree.
Maybe
because he had billions of dollars, but life wasn't a game to him.
Right, but he just lived the way he wanted to live his life. It sounds like, right? He wanted to live a very low key, very like under the radar life.
He wanted to make an impact on the world and not needing the reward or recognition of it.
That part I admire.
What to do with the other part you don't admire?
That he didn't do more in business.
What? Sorry.
If this man was able to accumulate $8 billion
yes.
based on his mindset, based on everything that you're telling me about this man, I think he could have gotten more. And in my brain...
Okay, hold on. It's absolutely wild to me. So first off, what you're saying is...
He's lazy. He's lazy.
He should have continued doing his business to amass more money.
Yeah.
For what?
Hey, you want to give it away? Give it away. Do whatever you want with it. But I think if you were given a talent of making money, you don't not make the money.
So I'm gonna make you feel real salty. I'm gonna make you feel real salty.
I'm ready.
Okay.
Call me the ocean, baby. I'm salty. Let's go.
I'm gonna tell you what he did with this donating.
He helped billions of people. Sure, whatever.
You're actually crazy, dude.
Bill Gates does the same thing. Bill Gates does the same thing.
Your mind, dude.
Bill Gates does the same thing. Good for him, man. Like I'm saying good job, buddy. Like I'm not saying.
Hold on.
Okay.
Real quick before I tell you I just remembered some things I want to at least say out loud because I was like, wow, I really admire this guy. So one, he gave away all his money.
Okay.
And then 1984, then went to his wife and was like, because his wife knew how much money he was making.
Okay.
This is what I'm gonna do. And you know what she says?
What?
Hey, if that's what you want to do, man, that's what you want to do.
She's the hero.
No.
Now that's someone I can get behind. That's someone where if I come to you and I go, hey, I have billions of dollars and I'm going to give it all away. And even though like you're essentially entitled to it. And she goes, I got your back. That's a quality I admire.
They're both heroes. That's what I wanted to say.
Ooh, here's a big term.
They're both heroes.
Reel it back.
Because they both understood what the value.
Because they have money. You think money makes you a hero? He's not Batman.
Ooh, he kind of is.
He kind of is. Keep going.
Honestly, he probably helped way more people than Batman did.
All right. Well, was there a movie theater involved when he was a kid?
You know, let's take a pause from the story.
Pause. Don't pause the video. Keep watching.
You can watch it. But I'm gonna pause the subject. You want fame so bad, George. I just realized it. That you want to be Batman rather than this guy who's behind the scenes and wants to do good. You need to be rich and do good.
If he had
give away the rich. If
he had $8 billion and he felt like he could give it away and help people, there is nothing that prevented him from putting on a suit and fighting crime and saving people the old-fashioned way.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Because you're saying Batman would be a freaking loser if he had no money. That's basically what you're saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What is Bruce Wayne but a few $1 million philanthropist who can buy gadgets? He could be
if he was out there poor but beating up people, you'd be like, dude, you don't deserve a movie.
He'd be a detective. He'd be, I mean, am I wrong? He'd be a really good detective.
Okay, hold on. Honestly, I'm disappointed in you. I'm not mad. I'm very disappointed.
And that's how my parents feel.
Anyway.
Going back to immigration, then my parents failed.
Going back to Charles Francis. Here's some things he did with his $8 billion that he did work hard and donated to help the other people on this world.
They're all good. Before I even hear it.
Nope, that's not your stance. George's stance is that, wow, this guy's an idiot. He could have made more money.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that's his stance.
Yes.
Not my stance. So, his first thing is he donates back to his college. $1 bill. Bam. To the college.
Not even the high school? Didn't he say the high school was the one that?
He gave $250,000. I read that, but it just wasn't enough to put in my notes.
My high school is the most influential thing in my life, but you get $250.
No, he credited that high school of why he wanted to be so charitable.
Interesting.
$1 bill.
And gave them the least. That's hilarious.
I'm not going to make you paint him out. He's a freaking hero, bro. I admire so much things about reading this guy.
Okay.
Watched the whole documentary.
Why did you how did you come across this person that you decided to read about him?
Because I'm a cultured guy, George. Unlike you, I like to venture out into the unknown and learn about the world. Instead of, oh, this is a money book, how to get rich book. Oh, how to make a quick buck. Oh, how to take advantage of the lower poor class. I don't read those books, George. I read books that help humanity.
You went on ChatGPT, didn't you?
No, I did not. I did not. I don't do your way of thinking. Okay, so he gives $1 billion to his college. He thinks education is so important. He says that education is how we elevate our society. That's why he felt so tied to donating his money to making better buildings and funding and scholarships and everything.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
This is probably a different. That was a great joke.
Yes, 2 questions.
Did that school? It was Cornell.
Yeah.
Did that school still charge tuition?
Probably, but that doesn't mean he just paid for everyone for the rest of the time.
I don't know, $1 billion. I bet you can.
It's not $1 billion of scholarships. It's $1 billion in buildings, textbook, like everything. And yes, he gave out scholarships.
Hey, here's $1 billion to my friends. You guys can go build your buildings and do funny things and then charge these kids money for them.
This guy's a horrible human being.
Nah, I'm saying the truth.
I've never been so
I'm saying the truth, bro.
I've literally never been so disappointed.
Let me give you $1 billion so that you could make your campus more expensive and these kids have to pay more tuition.
No, that's not what happened. What?
Okay. I hear you.
He donated to the school to build the buildings. That doesn't increase the
Who's paying for the electricity? Who's paying for all that stuff?
With $1 billion, George, I bet they're working on his electricity.
Keep going.
Anyways, you're horrible. Anyways, Charles is from Irish descent. Okay, so not only is he's also well traveled. So he went to U.S. college, $1 billion. Went to Ireland, Northern Ireland.
Do you know what kind of visa he came on?
I don't know. He just visited. I don't know his status.
Did he apply for asylum?
I don't know his status. Maybe it was a 6-month. I don't know. He saw how poor the education was, and his mother and father were of Irish descent, and so he wanted to help that community also. 1.5 billion, bam, right there.
Poof.
And he elevated college campuses and the education system in Ireland. And not only did he do that, I didn't know about the Catholic Protestant feud in Ireland. Do you know this?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't know, like, Catholics, I guess, consider themselves the original people,
Yeah.
the pure people, and the Protestants are like newer, and you don't belong here. So it's been
They beef. There's beef
in Ireland.
There's beef.
And he said, I thought it was interesting. He's like, I never wanted to get into politics, but I understood the humanity that is needed for everyone. And when he went to visit, he didn't like the feuding. He saw there's a bunch of events that happened. So he actually sponsored, and this is what millions of dollars would do good in politics, someone who wanted to end and try to mend the feud between Catholics and Protestants to try to get him elected into government so then he could enact laws and stuff like that that would help mend that relationship.
What a modern day hero, billionaire who decided to run for government office to try to help the people that he so greatly cares about.
It sounds like you really believe that.
I mean, Elon's going to run at some point.
And I'm so disappointed. When you leave today, I'm gonna be like, oh, I looked at George so differently now.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know what's going to actually blow your mind? I'm not doing this for the podcast. Like, this is just all genuine.
I
like,
know.
yeah.
No, I know when you're genuine.
Yeah.
It's actually crazy. But okay, hold on. So he donates to Cornell.
Okay.
He donates to Ireland. He donates to Vietnam, Australia, South Africa, Bermuda. All these places that he visits, and he sees either education system is poor or even the hospital system is poor. So he donates his money to these things.
Cool.
And the best part is he said,
Nothing changed?
huh?
Nothing.
Wow. There's a lot that changes with help like that.
Okay.
Anyways, speaking of like Ireland, I went to an article where he strong-armed the government to donate money to help at the education and hospital systems. So we go to government and be like, all right, like in Ireland, I read the Department of Education was like, all right, we're going to fund this school for £1 million. And he's like, £1 million? I'll donate 75 million pounds, but I'll only do that if you match my 75 million pounds. And so the people are like, well, we definitely want that 75 million pounds. So we have to go.
How do we make this happen? How do we make it work? Yeah.
They scrambled around and they made it happen. And he did that multiple times in different countries. So then that tells me, oh, the government can't do it. They just see like, oh,
they need the right incentives.
More, so we have an incentive. So then I'll do it. And I think that's so sick that he strong-armed governments to donate more money to these things.
Oh, you like that billionaires are strong arming governments. That's nice of you. That's really cool.
Good billionaires.
Good billionaires.
Yeah, not like your best friend.
Dude, Elon's not doing nothing, bro. He's trying to take us to Mars. He said, leave me this planet.
But hey, what I learned, because he kept reiterating how education is so important that elevates a society. If education is more accessible, it's people getting better jobs, people being more knowledgeable, and we as a society move forward and become better. And I thought to myself, why don't we what's wrong with forgiving student debt and making school free in this utopian society that I have in my head? Why don't we move towards there?
We should.
Yeah? But you don't care about education.
I care about my student loans getting forgiven. I'm about that.
Sorry. It's like,
I told you.
What you benefit off of?
It ain't the big three, bro. It's just big me.
Bars.
It's just big me, dog. I got a lot of debt. I'm about to take on a lot more.
That's so funny. I just feel like, yeah, I think I would like to see either student debt become zero or just education. Not even, okay, maybe student debt, not zero. At least education from now on be a lot less than what it is right now.
I totally agree with that. I mean, I think that's a great thing. And I think that if you want to have education be free, someone should come in and create a better system, whether it's school vouchers.
Billionaires.
Actually, I'm going to talk about that next week.
Billionaires, just like Charles Francis Feeney, come into Ireland, throw billions of dollars for scholarships and buildings and stuff like that, which drives down the price of tuition because they already have the funding.
This all happened in the 80s?
This happened in the 80s.
How's Ireland doing right now?
They're doing really well.
Are they?
In the education system, yeah.
All right, then. There we go. Proven system.
So I thought, I wish billionaires would donate more into education. So then I Googled, well, of the billionaires of the world, who donates the most?
Oh, Warren Buffett.
Okay, so I got top 5.
Okay, I got one.
We can go down the list. Who's number 1?
Bill.
Warren Buffett is.
I should have stuck with my original answer.
Warren Buffett has donated in his life $56.7 billion, which is the most of anyone in this entire world.
Must be nice. Must be nice.
56.7.
Makes your guy look like a small fry. Just saying.
Wow, that's horrible for you to say. Those are both great actions.
Yeah.
And they're one
was more.
So 56.7 billion donated, but his net worth is 131 billion.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
Dang, imagine if he kept it. Would have been 200 bill, bro.
Billionaires shouldn't exist. That's my stance, and I will happily.
That's crazy.
I will happily stand by that.
And I will happily argue with you on that stance.
Okay, number 2. Who's number 2 with most donations?
Bill
Gates. Bill Gates has donated $42.5 billion, but they also paired him with his wife.
Yeah, because
they have a foundation together.
Yeah.
So that 42.5 billion is both of them together. Bill has a net worth of 125 billion, sorry. And she has a net worth of 10.5 billion.
Oh no.
Number 2. Okay, number 3.
The patriarchy is putting her down.
It's unfair.
It's unfair.
Stop. Number 3, George Soros.
I've heard of him. I don't know who that is.
He's a hedge fund founder. Those are words I kind of know. He donated.
If your house has hedges, he's coming. Look, that's
21 million, and his net worth is 6.7 billion. And he's the only one on the list where donations
are higher than his net worth. That's sick.
He's the only one.
Sick.
He's a beast. Besides, actually, my guy, who's 8 billion donated and 2 million, by the way, net worth.
Could have had more.
By the way,
that's great. Good for him. I say good for him.
I'm just saying.
I'm not saying anything. This is a podcast where neither of us say anything.
You hate
neither of us are saying anything.
You hate the guy, but it's cool. It's fine.
I hate him.
Okay, number 4. Who's
He's lazy. Somebody from India.
Nope, they won't donate their money. Mark Zuckerberg.
Oh my God, did you not just say that? Usually it's me making those kind of comments.
I saw, okay, this is very ignorant. I saw like, you know that there's a guy who's like super rich. I think it's India or maybe it's Dubai, who had all the celebrities.
And now he's mixing the two. This is great. Yo, I look good on this podcast. Keep going, Justin.
You never look good.
That's fair.
Okay. Anyways, number 4 is Mark Zuckerberg, actually.
Oh, the Zuckman.
The Zuckman?
The Zuckman.
Oh, interesting.
It's the Zucker.
He's calling that. It's good.
Yeah. Zuckmeister.
Fuck you. He donated $4.5 billion.
That's it.
And his net worth is $165 billion.
Cheapskate. You gotta talk to my boy Zuck.
That's what I'm saying.
What you doing, Zuck?
And then number 5 is Steve Ballmer. Do you know who that is?
A lot of Americans. A lot of American billionaires.
It's 100%.
You know, Americans aren't the only ones who have billionaires. I'm just putting that out there.
Yeah, but on the donation list, look on the list.
We're the most generous
He's
people.
the ex-Microsoft CEO. He owns the Clippers.
Oh, he's the bad one. No, that's the Nets I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Oh, I don't know who's the bad one. That's
Knicks?
Jay-Z owns the, or he's a part owner of the Nets.
There you go. Point made.
Anyway, Steve
Point made.
Ballmer has donated $3.3 billion, and his net worth is $123 billion.
That's crazy to me that there's a little off topic. 2 Microsoft CEOs,
Yeah, that's actually crazy.
2 ex-Microsoft CEOs on the billionaire donate. Oh, that's sick.
Now, I saw those 5, and I was like, let me scroll down. Keep going down. Where's my man Jeff Bezos? He has so much money.
He's building rockets, bro.
He's so much money. Where's he at? Where's Elon Musk? I don't see Elon Musk. Where's Elon Musk?
He building rockets and cars and robots.
Oh, wait, here's Jeff Bezos. What does he donate? He donates $3.3 billion in his lifetime.
Sure.
But he has the highest net worth of billionaires on that list
Sure.
with $196 billion. And here is where I have this thought that I'm conflicted.
Let me unconflict you. Go ahead.
Okay, 3.3 billion. You have the highest net worth on this list. Bro, why do you need that much money?
Because he's...
But then it is a good thing that he donated 3.3 billion. That's why I'm conflicted.
First, I thank you.
You thank me? Are you part of Jeff Bezos?
No,
team?
on camera. I need you to say it. Thank you, Mr. Bezos.
But yeah, I'm like, you know.
How quick do you get your packages?
That's not due to.
They say thank you to Jeff.
Honestly, I could wait 2 months for my package if he donated all his billions of dollars.
He's sending you to space.
Actually, I could never get my package if he just donate all.
I'll go to the store.
Actually, I'll go back and freaking walk in the store and get it.
No, I mean, if you're a billionaire and you choose to, in my eyes, and I generally do mean this, in a way, they are not necessarily donating, for sure not donating, but they're investing their money in the future of society by creating things such as SpaceX and space exploration. That is they are uncovering a whole bunch of, hear me out, scientific advancements that not only help in space exploration, but also our everyday life. How do you think the radio came to be, or the internet? It was all through research trying to go to space.
You're justifying them investing all their money into space and not into our everyday lives because that's how we got radios and the internet.
Yeah. How much do you think the internet's worth?
It's invaluable.
Exactly. And someone created that by investing billions of dollars into it.
Interesting. Okay. So you think they're creating the next internet?
Possibly. Space travel? Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Or education.
Rather than spending billions of dollars to, I don't know, help the immigration problem that we were speaking about earlier. Just one bill. Not even all your billions. Just one bill.
But space. If you think about it, they're trying to, hold on. They're trying to think of the next place to cross.
Just the space.
They're trying to go.
That's like an elitist. That's going to be only the top of the top.
Asylum problem solved.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Just straight up spaceships.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
Elon's going to need people to work on Mars. I'm just saying.
Okay, well, I'm going to close this. I guess I already know your stance on this because I had last questions on it. If you had $8 billion, could you donate it?
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I know where I'm going.
And now, if you can't,
Wait, hold on. I do want to rephrase that. I'll donate it when I die.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
I can't take my money with me. Might as well.
Put it towards your next generation of people, of family.
I'll hedge my bets towards who I think will make the most progress in society. And I'll
buy family or just like in general?
In general. So like I'll leave something for my family to like be comfortable. Not well off, but comfortable.
Okay. And then you'll leave the rest that you think who's going to benefit the most or succeed the most.
Succeed the most.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
That's true. That's what I would do. Change my mind.
I think if I had $8 billion, I'd probably do math and to see how much I would need. I don't think I would live lavish, but how much I would need to live out the rest of my life. Really, maybe hire someone to really do the math and incorporate inflation and blah, blah, whatever.
That's how I know you're poor, because
someone's too smart.
It's called an accountant.
Sure. They can do the math and everything. I am poor. I don't have an account. And then I'm like, all right, this is what I'm going to allocate for me. And then the rest, I'm just going to donate. And I get to pick and choose who I want to donate to. Kind of like this guy. And I said that to myself. And then I go, well, if I'm willing to do that, if I had 8 billion, could I do that now but in different proportion?
Sure.
But I don't.
You shouldn't.
You said I shouldn't?
You should keep your money.
Shouldn't we
and try to dig out, bro, you're the people donate to. Let's be very clear.
But proportionally, right? So say if everyone in this utopian society, the billionaires are giving away the billions.
Okay.
Okay. And then I'm giving away what my proportion of what billions are. It could be 25 cents per hour.
Buddy, you're still taking it. You still got your hand out saying
I should be donating to causes and things that I want. My whole thing is, and I don't know if I can get rid of this immigrant mentality. It's like, how do I know my money is going where I want it to go?
You don't. That's one of the ththings that I don't like about charities.
Because like, okay, billions of dollars, when he said he puts it into education, you literally see the buildings. Like they literally talk to him. Like, these are the plans I want. And then they build it and this is what happens. But like, for me, if I just pick a charity, I'm not going to see if my money actually goes to this person.
Sounds like you should create your own charity.
I don't know what I would create a charity for. Oh, there's my last question. So, just say you were a good person, George. Let's
be tough, okay?
Yeah, let's go into this imagination fantasy world.
Calculating.
A good person,
okay.
And you have good morals, and you want to help other people.
Yep.
I know it's hard to think that way, but let's try to do. You have $8 billion that you do want to donate. Where are you donating that money to?
I'm putting it in low-income neighborhoods.
You're going to say stocks. Like, bro, that's not
You asked a serious question. I'm going to give you a serious answer.
Serious answer. Low-income neighborhoods.
Low-income neighborhoods. And create free, here's the part where you're not going to like, money-making classes. So that you can't, like, you will always have the opportunity to make money for yourself. I'm a big believer in give a man a fish, feed him for a day, teach a man a fish, feed him for a lifetime. So personally, I think the idea of giving money away is honestly evil.
It's evil.
To give, hold on. So just without, hold on. Can you listen? Can you listen?
Oh, dude, George, I'm gonna look at you differently.
Hear me out.
This relationship's never gonna be the same.
To say that I'm giving money.
George, you were so close to being my best friend. you were right there on the bench, brother.
That's a lie. I was never there.
You were in the building.
On the bottom floor, bro. Big Ben's 20 stories tall.
Okay, so you're saying it's evil.
I think to give without a heart, to give just to say...
Give without a heart? What does that mean?
I can just be like, hey, I need money. Give me money. I don't know you. I don't need anything from you. I just want you to go away. Here's some money. Just get away from me. Right?
You think that's what donations are?
I
don't want to hear you moan, so here's the money.
Some people give money for tax breaks. Some people have different motives behind how they donate. Right. But to give money and without having a heart or the the thing that you talked about, which is like knowing where my money goes, I think it's a great thing. Knowing that I'm involved in the thing that is distributing this money, like I think that is charity. To just give and say, whatever, I'm getting a textbook, or I don't care, blah, blah, blah. Again, that's the give a man a fish mentality, right? Yeah, you gave him some, but like, have you helped this person? Do you know this person? No.
Okay, but you're thinking of it as an individual. I gave this individual money.
Yeah.
Right? Most of the time when I think of billions, that's us. If we were to donate, I'm giving you 75 cents individually. But the really rich people who donate literally create buildings and give scholarships and create jobs and do all sorts of things with that amount of money. That's how much the impact of that amount of money is. Why is that evil?
I'm not saying it's evil per se.
Why is it evil in any?
How you do it matters. I think how you accomplish something matters. So just do it and not care, I think is evil. I think you can cause more harm with money than with good.
With donations?
Sure. I mean,
sure,
for example,
I think in the way of you trying to what do you call it? Go for tax breaks, and you're actually donating money to maybe a charity, a nonprofit that's not actually a nonprofit. That's the evil way.
Sure.
When it's all fake. But this guy who donated $8 billion, there's no way, shape, or form that can be evil.
But again, this is what I mean by like, know who you're donating to, know who you're helping, know who, like, actually be invested. Don't just give for the sake of just being like, whatever, I don't have time here, right? Because there are organizations out there who do bad things, but they camouflage it in good.
Warren Buffett, of all the 56 million that he donated, that he was truly invested in every donation that he made?
I think that he should be.
Do you think he has that capacity and time?
I think he has.
Give to every donation that he made.
If you want to go to a Warren Buffett level, then I think that he has the capacity to hire people to care for him.
All right. That's not really investing.
That's doing your due diligence. That's
paying more money to fill in that void of.
That's caring. That's caring enough to say, I want to make sure that where I put my money is actually making an impact, and not just putting more money in someone else's rich pocket. I don't know. I don't think I'm saying anything wrong here, man.
I do think so. I'm very on the side of like
just give.
Not to just give.
Just dance.
I think when you make that much money, like, you should give. And I agree within myself that I am obviously not in a horrible situation, but in that perspective of what my proportion of their billions is 25 cents for me. Why am I not donating, looking at charities and doing stuff like that?
I agree that you should be doing that.
Yeah, and it's nothing evil in both regards of donating money. I think if we were to donate more money altogether, us as a society would benefit from it.
Who would benefit?
Everybody.
Okay, but like, what I'm asking is, who are you donating to if everyone's donating?
It doesn't matter. It goes to there's so many different places to donate, whether it be education or hospitals or immigration.
You are such a far, like utilitarian type of everyone. It's,
what's crazy?
Low-key socialist.
You know what's
putting that out there.
You know what's crazy? It's crazy to me to think that how much you value a community.
I do.
That you wouldn't share the same sentiment as me.
I think it's because I value my community that I think the way that I do.
George, that makes no sense if you're making fun of me.
I'm not making. Hold on. Whoa.
No. If you're making fun of me because I would want us as a whole to be a community.
Being a community is great. It's why I care about my community. It's why when I said if I had billions of dollars.
Oh, your community. Oh, I got it now. Guys. We got him.
I think it's time to wrap this up. After you get caught exposed on 4K, you gotta admit your losses. I genuinely did really enjoy this conversation. I hope we do take it off camera because I'm interested to hear more about.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. You did what you were saying.
Nothing. Just like, because I care about my community, I think that we should be careful about how we donate and how we choose to give money. I agree with you that everyone should donate, but how you do it also matters. That's just me. Anyway, I hope you learned something today. If not, I hope you laughed, and please leave a like, comment, and subscribe because it does help the channel. I really appreciate all the comments that we've been getting, even the negative ones. And we'll catch you on the next one. Peace.
Peace.